This episode of the Golf Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up today with promo code GOLFSGPN to get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Start crushing college football in the NFL with Rhythm. Get your 7-day free trial today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. All right, D-Gens, what's up? It's NFL Week 5 Best Bets. It's your boy Capper with Steve Shermer. Steve, your boys look better than my boys this week.
It did a little bit. I mean, I'll talk about them later on the show when we get to the homer pick. We're missing our third wheel here. I'm missing the hot takes about Justin Fields comparing him to NFL MVPs from our co-host here.
And they lost. So of course he's not here the week they lose.
Exactly. So, but he's Fields looked good in that game, at least bringing them back. But
he's still Field.
It's that's what he's done in a lot of his career, though. It's a lot of empty calories, a lot of garbage time.
Yep,
so,
exactly.
When the game's on the line, though, he doesn't come through, for that. But
no, he stinks.
Yeah, but it's been an interesting NFL week 4. I saw an article because it's been, you always talk about how this is like a passing league, right? It's like everything's all about getting the ball in the air, passing and everything like that. But the average passing yards per game is actually like one of the lowest it's been
since like 2002 or something crazy.
Yeah, and I've been trying to wrap my brain around why that is. Why do you think that might be the case?
So I think I think they have what's his name? Kuiper has the right idea. I mean, they're running the too high safety, right? And so they got all these lighter linebackers, right? Lighter defensive end, lighter tackles. So coaches are going to take the path of least resistance. And if they can run the ball down your throat and win, they'll run the ball down your throat and win. They don't care how they win. You know what I mean? It's made the product almost fucking unwatchable this year, some of these games. That you couple that with the refs. I know I've already complained about that shit this year, but I feel like each year it gets worse. Like Hockley should be barred from doing any fucking primetime game. Barred. It is a flag the first fucking 5 plays anytime that guy is on TV. He sucks. His dad sucks, and he sucks. And yeah, I mean, the product is such a slog 90% of the games. The Lions game turned out okay last night, but that fucking Miami game, I thought the Patriots games were bad. Holy fuck. That set football back 40 years. Unbelievably bad.
See, I didn't have the sound on because I had the dual screen.
I did too.
I mean, I'm paying a little more attention to the more entertaining game, but yeah, Miami was pretty porous. And then, Titans kind of pulled out, late, with a nice Tony Pollard run. But it's we go into the season with all these expectations about who's going to have a good offense and everything like that. And just one quarterback injury just completely wrecks the team.
Oh my God. Like you're so funny, man. You think these teams spend all this fucking money on every position, right? Why don't they pay for a good backup? Like you have all these other pieces around. You're just gonna let the whole season go to shit because you got fucking Mason Rudolph back there. You know what I mean? Like pay for a fucking good backup. Like look at the Panthers. They paid okay money for Dalton. He's a functioning fucking QB. They've won 2 games in a row.
Well, that's the problem, though, is you got to actually find a good backup. I mean,
did they win last week? Did Carolina win last week?
No, they lost to Cincy. The Andy Dalton revenge games. You have to wait till this week, by the way, when he plays the Bears.
He's played for like 9 teams, so there's going to be plenty of revenge spots for him.
I don't think so. I think it's only been the Bengals, the Bears, and the Panthers.
Well, he played for the Cowboys.
Oh, he did play for the Cowboys. All right, you're right. He's been around the block. So,
yeah.
But I mean, I also think too that you got to find a really good backup.
That's fair.
And there's a lot of really bad starters in the league. I have a bad starter. You have a bad starter. So
yeah, the talent evaluators in the NFL are a joke.
Yeah,
joke.
I guess Brissett would be probably above average backup.
On what fucking planet have you seen this guy fucking throw?
All right. I have a lot of Patriots game. It's mostly going on like experience, like watching Brissett, like kind of, game magic game like it's 1993.
Oh, dude, he's so bad. And now he's even turning the ball over. We can say that shit for the Homer section. But yeah, I just think the product's absolute. I think the product's been going downhill for years. The more the refs get involved, the worse it gets. And these guys now, I mean, these guys got their dicks out for illegal man downfield this year. I hear that 7 times a fucking game. It's just frustrating to watch.
It is, especially when you're fans of really bad teams,
shitty teams.
Yeah,
exactly. When I want to throw a primetime game on, I actually want to watch like good football, and it's not there. So I'm just void of any good football most of the time. College is a better product at this point, which is gross to say out loud. Gross.
Is it?
Yeah, dude, the Alabama game is better than any NFL game we will see all fucking year.
I guess that's true. With college football, the 12 team playoff now adds a lot more juice to things, because otherwise, it was always okay. It's gonna be 2 SEC teams, Big Ten champion,
and
then maybe some other team.
But did you watch that Georgia Bama game on?
So here's the thing: I bet Georgia money line, and they were down 28-0 at halftime or something. Yeah, I fell asleep. So I missed all that. I went to bed. I'm like, well, this is a lost bet. So
that's good. I missed. It's better for your heart.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, damn, lose at the end. So at least it saved me there.
I took daughter and her boyfriend and the family out to dinner after we got done moving her in, and we went to like a little beachside, like, I don't know, seafood joint that had the game on, and we're right there at the Panhandle, so it was full of fucking Bama fans. It was interesting. It was interesting.
All right, yeah. So, yeah, I mean that adds a lot of juice to college football. But yeah, I mean, so far I haven't been all that impressed with the NFL. Maybe it's because my ATS picks haven't been all that good. Player props been doing a lot better. Maybe we should turn this a player prop show.
Yeah,
completely
honest.
I'm
fine with that. I do better with that too.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we'll see how this week goes with our picks.
Yeah, I've been getting my dick kicked in. So I mean,
well,
really,
everybody is. Yeah.
Terrible.
There seems to be no rhyme or reason sometimes with some of these picks.
Yeah.
So
is the spread back alive? I feel like the spread's back in play this year, and the spread's been dead for years.
I think it actually is.
Wait, the Green Bay game, ended at 2.5, ended at 2.
Dallas game.
Yeah.
Dallas Giants, on Thursday night. There's just a lot of.
It's all these fucking analytic assholes ruining the game. Fucking like pushing, going for it when they shouldn't go for it, not going for it when they should go for it, going for fucking 2 here, not going for 2 there.
There's a lot of injuries too.
There seems to be a ton. I feel like we say that every year, but there seems to be a lot more this year.
Yeah. I mean, obviously with a lot of the big names in fantasy, but a lot of offensive linemen, defensive linemen, it's hard to keep
bad lines.
It's hard to keep it's hard to keep track. Yeah, there's a lot of bad offensive lines.
That could be the problem.
Maybe that's just why they start doing fade bad offensive lines going on the road because they don't travel.
So many bad offensive lines though. I mean, your line sucks, my line sucks, Jets line sucks. I mean, that's 3 off the top of my head.
Actually, we'll get to that. My line is actually pretty good.
No,
sure, yeah. So, all right, why don't we take our first ad break, and then we'll start getting to some of the picks.
Sounds good. Well, listen, SGPN's got the most DGen pregame shows. Every Saturday, College Experience YouTube is live starting at 11 a.m. Eastern. And for the NFL, Propcast goes off at 11 on Sunday, followed by SGP at noon Eastern. Last second bets, DGen's parlays, your calls, and more. And like before, the important stuff, Hurricane Helene has been devastating the people of Western and North Carolina. SGPN is teaming up with a local charity called mountainprojects.org to help give back. The biggest donation will receive a guest spot on the College Football Experience, plus a ton of swag. Look, it's a great cause. You guys can throw a pizza bet at it. I don't know if you guys watched the videos or you haven't. Go check them out, man. Lots of people need some help. And if you're in a position to do it, we would really appreciate it. And so would they.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been absolutely devastating seeing the videos down there. Help somebody else out.
Yeah, I just talked to my brother-in-law between shows.
Oh, okay.
And they're not going to have electricity or water still for another 3 fucking weeks.
That's fucking insane.
Crazy, dude. Crazy.
Jesus, in 2024,
and they can't fix and you know what's going to be even longer for them to fix the house because they had to wait for like the insurance adjuster to come out. There's a fucking tree through his living room and his back porch is ripped off.
Yeah, the insurance is going to nickel and dime on everything too, saying we're not going to cover that, not going to cover that, not going to cover that. So, yeah,
but my sister-in-law and my nieces are safe, so that's the important thing.
That is,
he was at work. He was on shift.
Yep. Perspective there. Everybody's safe. So, all right. Let's shift to something just as important. Thursday night football. We got Tampa Bay Bucks plus 1.5. on the road against the Falcons. Both teams coming off pretty big wins. You got the Bucks absolutely curb stomping Sean Green's Eagles. Maybe sealing the fate of Nick Sirianni, their coach. That's his conversation they can have on the Eagles podcast.
Yep.
He does. And then the Falcons winning on the last second with a Younghoe Koo? What's his name?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
57-yard field goal right at the buzzer. This is hard for me to handicap. I can see it's going both. It's 1.5 spreads. So it can go both ways. But I went back and forth on this. Yeah. What do you think about this game? Who do you like here?
I take Atlanta at home. I feel like Tampa matches up really well with Philly for whatever fucking reason. They mollywhopped them in the playoffs too, so they're confident going into it. Yeah, I think I don't know Atlanta. I don't like betting on Atlanta though. Like Kirk Cousins and Bijan's injured now. We're going into a short week. I mean, I know Algiers been doing well, but Bijan's a little gimpy. But I don't know, man. Tampa, that's a big game for Tampa. They were at home. Now they're traveling up to Atlanta. I don't know. Just give me the home team on Thursday. Short week. Just give me the home team.
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable laying points with either Kirk Cousins or Baker here.
I hear you. I get
it. When is that stinker coming for both those
this game could be a fucking shitty rock fight, which it probably will be.
I mean, maybe this is the one we take the under on for the total.
Yeah.
But I think probably the best unit in this game is probably the Tampa offense.
Is it really though?
I think
their O-line's not that good. Fucking Baker's getting sacked left and right. Fucking Rashad White's kind of a bum.
Yeah, but Bucky Irvin's pretty good.
Bucky Irvin's all right.
Yeah.
Mike Evans is fucking my age. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but Godwin's cooking.
I get it. Well. I get it.
So, I mean, well, all right. Well, okay. Atlanta's defense, at least with the advanced metrics, they've kind of sucked.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm making a stand for Atlanta. Like, I don't know why I'm acting like I'm confident.
Their offense is also middle of the pack as well.
Easy.
And Tampa, and Tampa, actually, the DVOA is not kind to them, but maybe that's just my perception. Just how
is the greatest Ponzi scheme on ever Kyle Pitts?
God. I have 0 shares of Kyle Pitts.
I have 0 Kyle Pitts this year.
I
got burned so bad last year.
I've heard. I listened to a couple of fans football podcasts. Matt Waldman. I really respect his opinion. He's still. I think he's the last guy.
Last holdout.
He's the last holdout.
Violin guy.
I mean, he's claiming that they just don't scheme him right. Okay. I think he just stinks.
Multiple different coaching staffs don't scheme him right. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Mush, what's up, buddy?
But I think I'm just going to take Tampa plus 1.5. I'm not really impressed all that much with Atlanta so far. I don't hold New Orleans that high of esteem.
No.
I get it.
I don't really hold Philly in that high of esteem with no Devonta, no AJ, and that fucking moron Sirianni on the sideline. So
that's true. But
we spent too much time on this. This game is gonna suck.
Wait, think about New Orleans wins. Carolina, they beat Carolina, they beat Dallas, who stinks. And we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Well, so it's funny. That's funny. All right.
Yeah. And then they got basically shut out by Philly, on offense, and then they lost to Atlanta. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Listen, I hear you. This game is legitimately a coin flip.
Is that a real take? That cousin Mush just made? Royal Montreal was a sick course.
Yeah, he's a golf nerd too. He likes his own stuff. You leave.
He likes.
Leave Mush alone.
He likes his Reese Jones courses, doesn't he?
Probably
Torrey Pines top 3. Yeah.
I don't know about that, but
okay.
Top 10 maybe.
God. All right. Well, I'll take Tampa. We'll be on the opposite side of that one.
Yeah.
So okay. You want to get to talking about the Patriots?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Let's talk.
They're terrible. They're as bad as I told everybody they'd be. They're 1-3, which is a miracle and says more about Cincinnati than it does the Patriots. Gerard Mayo already sounds bitchy in the press conferences already. And he's still trying to be like all kind and cuddly the report is, and his rah-rah college shit is clearly not working. Apparently, we got wide receivers stomping off the fucking field. Ramondre Stevenson has put the ball on the ground in every single fucking game, and he sat out a series. There is no accountability on that team. They keep rolling out fucking these junior varsity high school offenses where there might be a 5-yard pass down the field. Listen, everybody blames the O-line because it's trash. I think we're on our 4th left tackle. Jacoby Brissett is also a problem. He doesn't get rid of the ball fast at all. The whole reason we air quotes brought him in is because he knows how to take care of the ball. Well, he threw a pick 6 last game. I don't even want Drake May out there with this fucking garbage group of people. Alex Van Pelt and Elliot Wolf need to be fired into the fucking sun. I don't want Elliot Wolf ever to pick another player for the fucking Patriots ever. The worst, so bad. And saying all that, we better fucking beat Miami this week. If we don't beat Miami, this is way worse than I fucking thought. Way worse. Because that Miami team I watched last night that just got mollywopped by fucking the Titans. Bro, if we lose to Snoop Huntley at home, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be apoplectic. I'm not gonna know what to do. Like as low as I thought we were gonna go, like under 4.5 wins, lock it up, fucking whatever. Man, losing to this Miami team would just be so shatter. Like it would just shatter my confidence. It would be like in anything like real. I feel like I'm just in the Matrix at that point. Like I think Mayo stinks. I think he's overmatched. I don't think he's a good coach. I think the whole staff blows. The front office is terrible. There's no talent on the team. But we should be able. That Miami team looks like they quit already. So we better be able to beat them at home. So
okay,
there we go.
So DVOA rankings. Tail of the tape. How about this? Let's compare like UFC fight.
Okay.
Miami is 31st in offensive DVOA, 23rd in defensive DVOA. New England Patriots, 29th offensive DVOA, 28th defensive DVOA.
Perfect. Sounds great.
So I guess gun to your head. You got to pick one group of that's the best on the field. Forget the stats. I guess who are you taking? Who's the best unit on the field?
New England special teams unit.
Not special teams.
That's a fucking unit. My guy Sly is kicking 63-yard field goals. Fine, I'll take New England defense.
New England defense. Okay. All right. So you're taking the Pats -1?
Taking the Pats. I'm not putting real money on it, but I'm taking the Pats.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about the Giants. Where do I want to begin?
It's not Jones' fault. Don't blame Jones. It wasn't Jones' fault last week.
Well, why do you think we only scored 15 points despite moving the ball pretty good? Why could that be?
Bad play calling.
Oh, bad play calling. Okay, let me give you a little tidbit, by the way. Did you know that Daniel Jones does not check at the line or call an audible? So whatever play call comes in is the play we're running?
That's what Jacoby Brissett does. That's what fucking stupid quarterbacks do.
Okay. Do you think that's maybe a problem?
Did he go to Duke?
Yeah, he went to Duke. It's not great.
You got to be smart to go to Duke.
My dad was complaining about the play calling, and I told him that, and it blew his mind. He's like, "Oh, so that's why we suck." Because of course the play call is not going to be perfect every single time. You got to read the fucking defense, and maybe check out of it once in a while.
He doesn't get to check out at all.
No, he doesn't. Everything that's called
that seems like a coaching problem. I don't care how bad your quarterback is. You got to be able to check out.
It's 3 coaches in at this point. And he doesn't do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so that's that. Can't throw into tight spaces. It's always check, quick down. Once there's a lot of space, he doesn't have pressure, he can operate. But when it gets inside the 20 and the 10, this is why he doesn't pass for any touchdowns, because he can't throw it in tight spaces. So, and his deep ball is horrible. So yes, it was not his fault that he lost. But he's also not helping them win. Not helping them win. Now, I wasn't planning to talk about Daniel Jones. I was trying to be a little more positive at this point. I want to talk about Malik Nabers, who's awesome. The offensive line that you disparaged earlier, actually the pass protection, finally we can protect the quarterback. So that's pretty good. Our front
seven. How many times did he get sacked last week?
What's that?
How many times did he get sacked last week?
I don't think many. He had a lot of time last week.
Is Nabers playing?
That's the thing. Is this line is 6. And he got a concussion on Thursday. Now that is a little bit more time, but in 2024, guys are usually sitting
Out a week.
for a concussion. So if that's the case, I mean, he's the only reason why this offense looks functioning at this point. That highlight reel catch in the Browns game where he grabbed it over the receiver, 99% of all other receivers in the NFL wouldn't be able to do it. It would have been a pick six going the other way. So without him in the lineup, did Seattle get exposed last night by the Lions? Maybe their defense isn't all that good. I don't know, but it's really tough to go up there to Seattle to play. And it just seems like every time we think maybe the Giants are a little frisky, Daniel Jones throws for like 3 turnovers. So
that's fair. That's fair.
I'm banking on Neighbors not playing. So I think the bet is Seattle -6. I don't see how they are competitive if he's not in the game. I don't see how they score. So, and Seattle just got beat down on Monday night. Maybe it's,
that's a good game.
Maybe Seattle is the team that just beat up on really bad teams, and the Giants are a bad team.
Could be. That fucking Walker looks quick and healthy again. That's a nice running back combo Seattle's got.
Yeah, DK Metcalf looks like finally.
And then Jigmo looks good. That guy's legit.
Yeah, you got Lockett as a third banana. That's pretty good too.
Yeah.
So that's a solid team, and if they can keep playing some good defense,
that's how you know the league is fucked. When Geno Smith is one of the better quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, Geno, Sam Darnold, Baker, playing better than like Patrick Mahomes right now.
So gross.
Yeah, at least statistically.
All right. Before we get down to the rest of them, let's talk to you about Underdog. They got the biggest menu for all the sports: NFL, college football, MLB, and more. Their lobby is jam-packed with profit boosts, and you can now use those boosts on all flex entries. So sign up with promo code GOLFSGPN to claim your special pick and your first-time deposit bonus offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Underdog Fantasy, promo code GOLFSGPN, and SGPN's proud partner Rhythm is the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform that helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom predictive betting models in seconds and get predictions on everything. Build your own model, copy one of the better ones, or press build a model, and they'll give you predictions for every game, prop, and has a myriad of stats and research and trends to give you more betting insights. Claim your 7-day free trial by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. And BetUS, bet with the best in business. BetUS has been around for more than 30 years. Easy deposit with crypto. U.S. players are always welcome, and use our link to sign up for 125% deposit bonus on your first 3 deposits, or go to sportsgamepodcast.com/BetUS. That's sportsgamepodcast, BetUS. Boom. Done. You're on mute. Come on.
I apologize. A little rusty, So didn't just do a show for an hour. All right.
You talked about the Giants, so I guess you want me to go lock, or you want me to go dog first?
Go lock. What's your lock of the week?
I'm going between 2 of them, but I think I'm going to take Baltimore on the road, laying the 2.5.
Really? After a curb stomping on Sunday night, looking like the best team, everyone's blowing smoke up their ass.
That's fine. I don't care about that. It's more about Cincinnati than it is about Baltimore.
Okay.
Cincinnati sucks. They are not good. They beat Carolina, and they let Andy Dalton throw all fucking over them. Chuba Hubbard had a day. Like, I think that Super Bowl run where he got bounced by Mahomes is the aberration in 70 years of fucking failure of that organization. I think we're back to the same old Bengals. I don't think Joe Burrow can save them. Jamar Chase looked good, but yeah, man, I don't trust that Cincinnati team at all. Zach Moss looks washed. I know they got Brown. But yeah, I think Baltimore will take care of business. They beat up on bad teams, and I think Cincinnati's a bad team. So I'm taking Baltimore to keep riding the momentum. They're only 2-2. It's not like they can rest on their laurels. You know what I mean? They know they got to keep pushing. It's a divisional game. I think they take care of business.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I tried to stay away from the divisional games this weekend. It seems like every match of this week is
there's a lot of them. Yeah.
So it's a tough week. So my lock is going back to that Giants game.
Okay.
was watching 3 hours of the Dallas Cowboys. They also stink. That's a bad team. And their defense is nowhere near what it was, at least for this first half of last year. Now you're without DeMarcus Lawrence. He went on IR. Not going to have Micah Parsons probably either. So that defense is going to be depleted. Offensively, it's really just the CeeDee Lamb show. And that's it. And they can't run the ball. Offensive line, it's good, but it's not as dominant what it was. You still have, you got Dak in prime time. And I don't understand. You got Pittsburgh, which,
they stink.
They do stink, but they still have the best unit in the field with the defense. And I think they're going to bounce back this week. And I just think Dallas are frauds. And Pittsburgh's only a -1 favorite. So I'm basically just saying they just got to win. I think Pittsburgh's going to get it done on Sunday night, take care of business with Dallas, who stinks, and get the win. So I'll take Pittsburgh -1 as my lock.
Was that Heinz Field? What the fuck they call it now?
It's in Pittsburgh.
Some insurance stadium, right? Where they ruined?
Yeah, whatever it is. So
I don't know. Oh.
You like Dallas in that spot?
Yeah, I feel like everybody's fucking down on them. They're missing 2 of their defensive players. Run game. Everybody's shitting on the run game. Everybody's still blowing smoke up fucking Tomlin's ass. This team fucking stinks. Pittsburgh stinks. Like, they're not good. Like, they'll barely be 500 again. That's just how it's gonna go. Like, they're not good.
All right, well,
I don't believe in Dallas enough to lay money on it. It's just one of those ones where, like, you felt like to stay away from. I felt to stay away from.
Maybe it's just because I saw. I'm so down on the Giants, and I know what the Giants are, and Dallas really couldn't do much on them.
Yeah.
And other than that CeeDee Lamb broken pass play where he just went 70 yards, like, they really didn't do anything.
Yeah. Well, that kind of correlates with my money line dog. I'm going to go ahead and take Arizona 3-1 going up against San Francisco because I saw what San Francisco did against my terrible fucking team. And they really didn't do much unless they were playing with their food a little bit, which they might have been. Their special teams is not good. Brock Purdy, he gets a bum rap. I mean, the kid looked pretty good, but I don't know. Ayuk kind of looks like he's off page with him. Debo doesn't really look healthy. Kittle's the best offensive weapon they got. Juwan Jennings went back to, third receiver. Looks like Arizona might have checked out a little bit during that game. I watched that game because I had money on it and I needed Murray to fucking do something, which he didn't. Hopefully he gets McBride back. Maybe that opens some things up, whether McBride does anything or not, but hopefully it opens up some of the underneath stuff where you can free up Harrison and even Wilson going a little deep. I just feel like there's something off with this San Fran team. Our defense was able to stop them 3 times in the red zone, and short fields. That doesn't bode well for anybody on that side of the ball. I know they scored 27, but one was a pick 6, so they only scored 20 points against us. You should be able to score. The Jets, who just scored 9 points against Denver, put up fucking 24. So I think there's something wrong with San Francisco, and because of what I said week 1, I can't come in here with any weak money line dogs. So I'll take the 3-1 Arizona Cardinals going up against the San Fran 49ers.
Good, because that's basically the only one this week that's over 2-1.
That's it.
It's them and the Giants pretty much. Everything else is like 3.5. So it's like plus 120.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I went down that route. But back to I don't hate that take about the Niners. I agree with you, but it also could be.
Yeah, Arizona also stinks. I know.
And Arizona does stink. Kyler Murray sucks. I hate the fact that I bought him again in fantasy.
I picked up
value. Okay.
Yeah, I picked up Geno Smith, and I think I'm going to play him this week against the Giants.
Yeah, that's probably a good call.
And bench Kyler. I think
that's probably a good call. I guess the only thing I worry about that one is, listen, it's 3 to you're picking the money line.
Run the shit out of the ball.
No, it's just that it's 14-0 in the first quarter, and you're like, oh well, this is done. Just throw that out.
Yeah, no.
Which that's very much in the realm of possibilities with this.
But it's not like Kyler. I mean, Kyler's been sucking too. So
I know, Kyler throws it's like a fumble 6, 7-0. Then they punt the ball 3 and out. Niners march down the field 14-0. You're like, oh well, I can throw this plus 330 out the window.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Yeah, but at least you got pride going on a podcast and saying that's my money line pick.
That's right.
All right, mine's much smaller. I didn't love like a lot of the dogs because I think it was a lot of value, but I heard in your neck of the woods, old Doug Peterson.
Oh yeah,
get on the mic. He said something very, very interesting. Did you catch?
Oh yeah,
when he's talking about I think the play calling about. And he's like,
coach can't go out there and execute, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, the coaches call the play calls. You can't really execute. Like that's a big, big no.
Yeah.
And this is it's playing out exactly how it did in Philadelphia, where he won the Super Bowl, which for Jacksonville was coming back from 28-0 to beat the Chargers. Then they had kind of a mediocre year the following year, made the playoffs, but didn't meet expectations. And then the wheels completely fell off.
Yep.
The third year, lost their locker room.
Yep.
This is happening again. And I don't see how Jacksonville can be favorite over really. I mean, most teams. There's probably a couple teams over an Indianapolis team that, you know, Anthony Richardson is hurt. Who knows who's going to play? But I don't think there's a big drop off between him and Joe Flacco.
So this was gonna be my lock, but I wanted to make sure that Flacco was playing versus Richardson. I think Flacco's gonna pick apart this fucking Jacksonville secondary.
They're terrible.
They're not good.
It's not a good team. And I mean, I think the only thing you might be causing concern, Jonathan Taylor has a high ankle sprain, but we saw last year the Zach Moss, you know, the backup, who's nothing special, by the way.
No.
And he looks like an all-pro. They got Trey Sermon, who's fine, but maybe he can make, you know, ham and egg some stuff. And
with Peterson going out there, Dougie going out there and saying that shit, his players could quit on him next week. It's so fast. Trevor Lawrence sucks.
He does suck. He was bad again yesterday.
And they just paid his ass.
Yeah. So I'll take Indy on the money line.
Yeah, I love that pick. Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
There you go. All right. Want to go total?
Yeah, mine's super easy. Denver, Vegas under 36. Both teams are so bad that Pierce is losing that fucking locker room apparently already. Fucking Devontae is going to get traded somewhere. Why are you trading your only good player on offense? Because Brock Bowers looks good at tight end. They pound the rock with Zamir White and the fucking corpse of Alexander Madison. They don't score very much. Denver's offense is trash. Bo Nix is terrible, but Denver's defense is good. I don't really need to overthink this one too much. Both teams stink. Scoring's down under 36.
How bad of a coach must you be if you've already lost the locker room and your star receiver wants to get traded and you're 2-2?
Yeah.
You're 2-2.
You're coming off a win.
Coming off a win.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty bad.
I love you, Antonio.
That's your boy.
Yeah. Thanks for everything with the Super Bowls. Man, you are stay away from my
Giants.
Yeah. I mean, we've had some, you know what? Honestly, if Dayball gets canned, maybe he'll go, you know, the Maras will bring him in. Then I'll officially join Bill's Mafia at that point. I will have had it at this point. If they bring in Antonio Pierce as that coach. So
imagine that. Right. You give up 2 Super Bowl wins for a lifetime of misery and no Super Bowls with the Bills.
Yeah.
And you know that's not changing, right? Like Josh is going to bring him back again this year. I hope, for selfish reasons, I don't want Mahomes to fucking three-peat. I would much rather see the Bills win a fucking Super Bowl than Kansas City again.
Yeah, it's like rooting for the Internationals on Friday, going 5-0, you know?
Yeah.
The feel-good
right,
story.
Exactly. And you got the Damar Hamlin story. Now he's playing. He's actually contributing to the team.
He's actually good now.
Yeah, got rid of Mouthy Diggs, and you got stud Khalil Shakir and Keon Coleman, who's a fucking stud too.
No, he isn't.
You watch your mouth, sir. That you see, he's going to be the best receiver.
I've watched all the Bills games.
He's good. He's raw, dude. He's good.
He's got a long ways to go. But I'm actually going to that game.
Are you?
Right now, for the total, Houston and Buffalo under 47. I don't want to bet at this. I think it's going to get bet up because you got all the fantasy plays. You know, Houston, their offense, Buffalo. Yeah, Houston. There's something going on right now. They cannot protect CJ Stroud right now. Now, I like this a lot better before Von Miller got suspended. But the Bills still have a pretty good pass rush.
Doesn't he only play third downs now, though?
Yeah, I mean, they still have a good pass rush even without him.
Yeah.
So I think that might give Houston some trouble. In Buffalo, look, I mean, the defense they played so far, they played 32nd ranked Jacksonville, 29th ranked Arizona, and 23rd ranked Miami. And then they played Baltimore and got smashed. So there was concerns about how there's a lack of playmakers on this team coming in. Did Baltimore kind of expose them? We'll see. Houston's defense is still very good. Maybe this is a team, maybe it's a situation where the Bills kind of just beat up on bad defenses. And then once they play a real defense, they get the best of them. So I'm going to go under 47. I think this is going to close higher, though. So I'm probably going to wait. Yeah. I don't think it's going to meet expectations of the fantasy bonanza that people think.
Yep. That's always the way it goes.
Yep.
For the most part. Sometimes they hit, but most of the time they don't.
So,
all right, man. Well, that's it for us this week. We'll be back Tuesday. What tournament is next week, Steve?
It is a new tournament. It is I think the BlackRock Championship out in Utah.
Great.
New course.
Love BlackRock. Such a reputable company that I used to have to sell.
No, it's not. It's not that BlackRock. It's just it's the BlackRock like golf course or something.
Oh, okay. That's better then.
It's not that well, we're also going to get it. I'm pretty sure Tony Finau is going to come, and that lawsuit.
Is he going to play there?
What's that?
Is he going to be able to play there, or is there going to be too many protests?
That's true. We're probably going to talk mostly about that during the pick show next week, about the protesters and the lawsuits. That is not going away for old Big Tone.
Nope.
So
all right. Well, listen. We'll be back next Tuesday. Same time, same bat channel. Tuesdays for the golf, and live on YouTube for the foosball, and Wednesday for all your streaming. Hit us up on Twitter. Go bug Cam. Tell him make sure he does his job, and tell him the Steelers suck. Later.